Hey y'all, it's the Southern Woods here, and since I sort of need to post a video to keep my uploads sort of in sync, we're going to do a little story time. I know y'all love these. So, let's begin. A few weeks ago, me and my oldest cousin decided we were going to go fishing. It was a wet, slightly rainy day, but we didn't care. We got up early, got our poles and tackle ready, and we set off. We're walking through the woods for a while, and then we finally get to our fishing spot. This fishing spot has proved to be the best of our side of the lake. We almost always catch a fish, whether it be a brim, a bass, or usually a catfish. So me and him are sitting there, just waiting for the fish to bite. We were using minnows and worms for the most part, and I decided that I wanted more than just a minnow. So I got one of our last worms, and I went to go get me a brim. So it took me a while just to get the tiny freaking hook on. So I was a little agitated, and I was fishing, and I kept on, and still I couldn't catch nothing. I got a bite every few minutes or so, but it was tedious to say the least. But finally, my moment had come. I hooked what seemed to be a monster brim. I reeled him in. I was so happy. I looked, Jonathan, I got me a fish. And I reeled it in so happy like. And I finally get that sucker up. And all of a sudden, whoosh, my feet slipped out from under me on the slippery rock. And I go tumbling in the water. One pole in hand, the fish will try to swim away, thinking he's free. And I'm trying to get on the rock. I'm trying to not lose this fish. Finally, I sling that buddy on the rock, and I climb up myself, my cousin hooting and hollering. Once I finally got up, I was so happy I caught my fishy. He was a good-sized bluegill, and I was going to get him. I was going to catch me some fish. So I hook him up, and I'm all happy like. And I fling that buddy out there near a pine tree out in the water. And we wait. Well, after a few minutes of my cousin losing hooks because he kept on getting caught on rocks, his grandmama called. We call her Mama Hare. So we were talking to Mama Hare on the phone about weekend and life. And all of a sudden, ring! Oh yeah, my pole started going crazy. I jumped off to my feet and I started reeling that sucker in. It felt like a good-sized fish, and I was reeling him in fast. And all of a sudden, in a blink of an eye, a snap of a finger, it gets loose. And I was thinking to myself, what the heck was that? And over there in the water was a big, fat, ugly-looking turtle, and he sank back to the bottom. Now that made me sort of mad. I was like, what? I couldn't catch my fish. But I said, well, that was cool anyways. I almost caught a turtle. I reeled my fish in. He was punctured, but he was still kicking. I was proud of him. So I flung it back, and sadly, it hit the same exact spot as before. But I didn't think much of it. After a few minutes, just a few, the pole goes crazy again. I said, oh Lord, let me reel this baby in. And the same exact thing happened. The same exact turtle sank down, and my blood was boiling. I said, if I catch this son of a gun, I'm gonna curb stomp him. I was angry. I wanted to catch a fish, not an ugly son of a gun turtle. So I changed my objective to catch him and drag his large, ugly butt back home. But after what seemed like hours of waiting, I could not catch him. And me and my cousin, after we blew through all of our snacks and half our waters, decided it was time to leave, for we'd been out there for a couple hours. And there was a storm approaching. Well, right once we get up and start walking, I remembered that we had a minnow trap in the lake. Now, we caught a few minnows prior with some Ritz crackers in them. And I trusted my cousin to butt back in. Now, we pulled that baby up, and half of that minnow trap was gone. Because he did not put it on correctly. Bless his soul. Well, after a couple minutes of panicking, decided just to hide it. We marched back, and pretty much right once we left, the rain started pouring. Oh, yeah. It started pouring, and we could barely see a few feet in front of us. We were walking and sludging in the rain, but it was fun nonetheless. Oh, we slipped a couple times, nearly busted our butts. And once we finally got to the end and the rain had died down, we realized that it was fun. But we had a good time together. We passed by a couple sewer drains, thought of the movie It, and ran for our lives. Not really, we just steered clear to them sewer drains, because I did not want to hear that menacing voice. But anyways, that was a little story of our fishing trip, me and my cuz. I really hope y'all enjoyed. I'm trying to think of doing some sort of video this weekend. What it's gonna be, I have no idea. But again, hope y'all enjoyed, and I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers before summer break ends. So, if y'all could help me, that would be a great help. I repeat, it would be a great help. Because I have something planned for 50 subscribers. If we get there, hopefully y'all will enjoy me running my butt off on something, I don't know. But anyways, that was a little story, and I really hope y'all appreciated it. And I will see y'all in the next video.